listening to the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio. Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce. You gotta listen to the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce. You gotta listen. Yes, the Chords Chrome show on Lead Pedal Radio with DJ Bruce.
Oh, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of Chords Chrome. Today we've got David Benjatschek going to be joining us. David is David, he's from the Wow Trucks calendar, amazing photographer. We're going to be talking with him about how you could take some of the best pictures ever at the truck shows this year for sure. We've also going to announce our new artist for February. That's right, we're picking a new artist. So that's going to be great. We got some 5 questions for you, rapid trivia coming up for sure. So I know you're going to like that. Let's see, we've got our Rockstalgia event announcements going to come up. We got another featured truck. So we got lots of stuff coming up for you today. So let's get started on what we're going to do here. We're going to go in with one of our... I'm going to play her song. I'm not going to tell you till later on in the show who she is, but I'm going to play one of her songs. She's our new artist for this month, and I know you're going to love her. Here you go.
The radio show on. The one where that fella, he talks about the big trucks that fill up your rearview mirror, and he plays all them songs. What's his name? Bruce, yes, his name is Bruce. Put that Bruce fella on.
Okay, here you go.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music, life, and the people that live it.
Oh, you want the Bruce fella? I'll give you the Bruce fella right here. All right, I'm right here. We got Cindy and French Bread on with us on our Mixcloud side. I'm going to see. I don't know if I'm going to get taken down, but I'm going to leave this show up for the whole hour. Let's see how this works. Anyway, so tonight we are going to do some trivia. We got rapid fire trivia coming up, but we are going to be talking with David Benjatschek here. All of the music today, Ontario Truck Driving School is our featured, they sponsor our artists, so thank you to OTDS.com for helping us out with that one. All right, so our spots are from Bison Transport. They're Bison Backstage. They're sponsoring all of our interviews that we do on the show. So this is our new format. If you haven't been here before, Monday night, 7 o'clock, it's a mix of all of our shows into one. So we usually have an interview where we do rapid fire trivia. I've taken it up to 5 questions. We had 3 last week. Bit of a different format from what you're probably used to if you've been here before. Play music in between, and we are going to feature a truck later on. We're also going to announce... You just heard her music. We're going to announce who our new artist is for sure. All right, so let's get on to it. I say we get on to our interview for today, and this is by our friend Mr. Mr. David Benjatschek. He's with the Wow Truck. In today's world, we're all back to the phone again, right?
Yeah, there are certain things that DSLR cameras or mirrorless cameras, still let you do that phones don't do. But I've taught people with their phones
Yeah.
because that's where we live life. I love my Nikon, but I don't have it around my neck when life happens 24 hours a day. And I'm sure glad that I have my phone.
Let's talk about your Wow Trucks calendar. I think because this is something that I've seen you produce over the years, and it's really great. You mentioned that you got that kind of going on your own after your marketing career at Shell. Is that its own thing, or it's
Yeah.
pretty popular from what I'm seeing? Tell us about the Wow calendar and how you get your guests for those shoots, because there's only 13 people you got on the calendar.
So it's a 13-month calendar, slightly oversized, high quality, to match the pride that these people put into their trucks. I tend to get it from trucking shows, or sometimes I'll get recommendations. People will phone in or email me and say, "Did you know about this particular guy? He's got a really great story. He's just super dedicated, super with it." You know what? At Shell, the 15 years taught me this. For truckers, it's not just what they do, it's who they are. It's in their blood. It's not an easy life.
Yeah.
So the average lifespan, you and I, Bruce, we're expected to live like on average 80 years. The trucker is like 61.
I know, and I'm at 62, and I keep telling my wife, I go, I don't know how long I've got. And she says, "But you stopped driving 20 years ago." I go, "Yeah, but it's in your blood. Like, it doesn't go away." So I don't know how long I got, but anyway, I'm
And
there
so
now.
it's like, try to suggest they could do something else, and it's like no.
Yeah.
And that I could never do what they do, but that commitment is amazing, and they're seldom recognized except when things go wrong. Then they make the newspaper, and so this just validates people doing their thing. And so every single month in it, has a feature image, yes, but then also tells the story of the driver, and so the shows and recommendations. I just find stories. If you're out and about, you're gonna find stories,
Oh, yeah.
and I love celebrating them.
Yeah, no, it's great what you do. You've got some beautiful, but so how do you draw the 13 people that are in there? I mean, you must meet, if you're like me, I get about 100 trucks at one show. Never mind, so you've got to pick 13. Is there like a selection process? How does that work?
Yeah, a lot of it is on the story.
Okay.
So, I meet a lot of people with a lot of beautiful trucks, but I want to celebrate beautiful trucks and beautiful people and people that have overcome and people that care and show you how to do it right. Learning from other people's examples is huge in life, no matter what you do. And so, like, yes, I'll meet a lot of people throughout the year that have great trucks, but certain stories will just stick with me and go, either this needs to be told so they're validated for what they've done, or it's just a great example of how to do trekking right amidst all the reports of in the news of
Okay.
accidents and driver ink and all of these things that are happening. It's like, we got to talk about the good, because those examples can be an example for people getting into the industry.
Thank you for doing that, because I know in my podcast, I try to do the same thing. I keep it positive. I know there's enough crash stuff out there, but it's about celebrating the people. I've done that job for my whole life, basically. And I know exactly what it's to. What's the trick to taking a good picture? Tell us, give me a tip, because I take tons of them. My granddaughter's 14 years old. She's into photography and all that. I took her to some truck shows last year. She got all her volunteer hours in about 2 months with me at truck shows. And I was
Nice.
teaching her to do the featured trucks that we do and all of that, and how to film the trucks and the different sides and all that kind of stuff. What is a couple tips for those that are, because everybody's taking pictures at shows nowadays. What's a couple tips for people when they're shooting vehicles?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And this first tip, it doesn't matter what it is, but it has nothing to do with your camera. It's like find the light.
Yeah.
Photography is all about light. And so, right now on the screen, I'm kind of like side lit with some harsh lighting up here. That would not make a great picture. I would not put this picture of myself on LinkedIn, or in a camera, but it is all about light. And so, for trucks, and for people, I find that, they call it the blue hour and then the golden hour. So an hour after the sun technically rises, an hour before it technically sets, you start then. And what happens is the sun is not direct, it's not harsh light, but it provides like a soft box, like this beautiful, soft, warm light. And it just makes chrome shine.
Yeah.
It makes everything look beautiful. If even if it's front lit, well lit, if it's harsh lighting, you may not, you might get those white blotches in the truck's windshield, and that are caused by the sun. Lighting is everything. So if there's harsh sun, go find some shade. That acts as a softbox. But if you can choose your time of day, then the blue hour just after sunrise in the morning and the golden hour at night, whether it's trucks or people, is amazing. And then the second tip is perspective matters. So here's where you would not do the same in trucking as you would in people. If I wanted to wreck my business, wedding business in one shoot, I would go wide angle, with a bride, and I'd go right up close and I'd shoot up and I'd go smile.
Yeah.
Well, when you shoot wide angle and you shoot up, shooting up perspective makes things look bigger.
Okay.
Brides do not want to look bigger. But trucks are called big rigs. And so lying on the ground, shooting up for a truck, instead of the bride that's going to shoot me for doing that to her, I'll have a trucker go, yeah, that's my big.
Yeah, yeah.
And so perspective matters, shooting through a frame, not just, standing in front of the truck, but maybe there's this gorgeous tree and you can shoot through the leaves and provide a frame for that truck, or using leading lines. I don't know, we all have fetishes, right? One of my fetishes for photography is that yellow line down the middle of a road on a highway.
Yeah, yeah.
and and when you're looking at a scene, your eyes are going certain places, and then you just need to step back and say, what's taking me there, and then put the truck in a place where that thing takes you to the truck.
Yeah.
And so perspective matters. Perspective, light is number one, perspective's number two. Even those two things, no matter if you're on automatic on your phone or on your camera, you're going to take better pictures.
Yeah. I know that you, with your WoW calendars, people can actually purchase them, and companies can actually sponsor them. I know we've done that in the past, and the calendars are great.
Thank you.
My problem I have with the calendars is by the time I order and everything, they're gone. Like we're already past the dates. I have with all calendars. I've been asked to do calendars in my drawings, and I frustrate because of the way I do my draws and stuff. The calendars, like I almost have to think of it a year and ahead of time, and I'm not sure. But tell us how companies can get involved with your calendars and order them, because they are extremely great especially for trucking companies to give away to people. And then maybe if you want to give a tip on how we should order, so we can actually have people use them the year that they're in.
Yeah, that's it. Wowtrucks.com. And it's a 13-month calendar precisely for that. So when the year flips, you've still got a month in the old calendar. You've kind of got January is a double month. You can either use your old calendar or your new calendar, or have two calendars up on the wall and letting you know what's happening in January of that year. And so I love what you said. Typically I've shot throughout the year, so I'm producing the calendar in October. Companies can customize the calendar. I put a 2-inch strip at the bottom, and then I just put whatever combination of logo and brand messaging they want to do, so that it's visible 24/7, 365. But this year I'm actually going to have the calendar done by June, so that companies can see exactly which trucks. And there's more time for them to make that decision, so they can do that. NAL Insurance has been a huge, supporter of that and doing that every year, and they've got a huge crowd. Glenn at NAL always talks about the fact that, this is not just a calendar. This is like a sales tool. It's kind of like a warm call, because there's stories of people know. They're not just stock images of trucks that people don't know. There's people, and invariably he says as salespeople go into an office, give this calendar to someone that they're just meeting, and as they're flipping through it, they'll find someone in common,
Yeah.
and it starts conversations. And so that's what it does. I haven't done a formal survey. It's nice to have a calendar on the wall. I admit that most people use the calendar on their phone, but this is not just about the grid. This is about the stories, and the celebration. And so there's a dual purpose that keeps it going.
You might want to think about changing this. Just an observation from my side, because I get quite a few of these calendars from different people, different companies that I see, and I can't put them up. I have absolutely no wall space at all because I'm an artist. That doesn't help. And we live in a building that's concrete. I cannot move a picture. I can change the picture. I cannot move the hole because it's such a major operation to drill a hole in this place. So I get these calendars and I'd love to put them up because I love the trucks, but I actually don't have room. You should think about either a generic calendar or maybe get rid of the calendar and keep it more of the store, because something that can be given out all year, it doesn't matter which year it's in or which year, because that's appealing to someone like I love the calendars are absolutely awesome. I am not just saying that because David's on. They are really good. The problem I have is that by the time I get them out, the dates are gone. It's like, oh, you're giving us last year's calendar. I go, no, I'm not. I really just bought them. So that's been my challenge with with calendars in general, even in general. But if you somehow made it, because I love the photography you've got. I love the story part of it. I'm really big on that. I almost think either that or just put boxes, no numbers, so we can give them out all year, every year, whatever.
And erase and draw it in. It's like a whiteboard.
Let people put their own numbers. If you think about it, most people are not using it as a calendar, so maybe just get rid of the number. Put something else that they can use, like maybe notes, inspirational notes every month, like you do. Like I'll leave that with you. I know you're talented enough to do that, but so people can order it at Wow Calendar. So when should we order?
WowTrucks.com.
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 So when should we order these so that they're most effective?
Well, for companies,
we order them now, but you don't have them produced yet.
Yeah, no, they're produced already for 2026, right? So I produced those. They were available in October. Next year, for 2027, they'll be available in June for to order for the generic calendar, and companies can then look at it and go, okay, do I want to customize this? And we'll do a custom run for companies. Okay. And so they can order as early as, well, they can start talking right now because, as I'm out doing.
All right, there we go. That's our interview with Mr. David Benjatschek from the Wow Trucks. You can check out, I thought I had to put up his thing there. Maybe I didn't. I guess I forgot I was going to. Anyway, check him out at wowtrucks.com is where you can find David's calendars. We're going to play a new song from one of our preferred artists. GM Blacktop has a new one out called Down on Me, and when we come back, we're going to get into our rapid trivia. So here we go. Stay with us on the show.
When I saw you on the street the other day, it started raining again down on me. And all those feelings that I tried to hold at bay, they started raining again down on me. I don't know if it's ever gonna quit. Something just won't let me go. Even when the sun is out, I'm still getting wet. You really put a bad one on me. Oh, baby, it's pouring.
always coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Let Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
All right, so let's get into our rapid fire trivia. So we're doing this a little differently than what you might have expected. Today's show is brought to you by Driver Check, this portion of the show. So here's what I'm going to do. These are all about comedians, okay? I got 5 questions, all about comedians. I'm not going to do it the traditional way where we kind of answered it all in the chat. What I'm going to do is I will come back. So I'm going to give you the questions. Then I'm going to do another snippet with our preferred artist of the month. And then once we get past that, I will come back and check the questions for you before we go on to our feature truck and our event. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do here. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure how this is going to work or not, but you know what? Hey, we fly by the seat of our pants around here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I got them in the right order. Do I have them in the right order? Yes, I think I got them in the right order. So let me just do my check here. Yeah, okay, so you guys know these are all comedians. Some of them are they're all celebrities. Okay, so here's our first one. You guys ready? Here we go. This person is a star on late night TV. So think of the big people that are on late night TV. You know the stars. Who would be the Jay Leno would have been one of them. Okay, so those guys. All right, I want you to think of one of. Give me the name of the person who was on late night TV. He's a star on late night TV. This next one. This person wanted to see their kids so bad that they wore a woman's outfit and pretended to be at a job. All right? So this person wore a woman's outfit and pretended to be at a job. Our next one, this person was also on late night, just won an award for their show. They just won an award in 2026 for their show. Who is the name of this person? Again, one of the late night stars. This person is a star on a show about nothing. Okay? He's a comedian. He has a show. The show is about nothing. All right? And our last one here, this is an old-time comedian. This old-time comedian never got any respect. All he talked about was never getting any respect. All right, so there you go. That is our 5 questions of rapid-fire trivia for tonight. We are going to play a song by our featured artist for the week. This is by Mr. Thomas Wade. And when we come back, I will we'll share a little snippet of an interview I did with Thomas. Good luck.
So damn sober I could sell my soul. Ain't got a dollar, ain't got a dime, but I heard you turn water into wine. Won't you show me that trick, Lord, just one time? Jesus, do your stuff. Jesus, here they come again now. Jesus, an angry young man now. Jesus, tell me where's the sin now? Having no place to go. That Ubozi River is deep and wide, and I can't swim and I can't fight. Can you walk me on over to the other side? Jesus, do your stuff. One time I heard a choir singing peace in the valley from a cardboard box in the back of an alley. I just lay there crying, listen to the words about the sweetest sound that I ever heard. You know they kick us all out from the back of that church. Jesus, do your stuff. Jesus, but they're closing in now. Jesus, an angry young man now. Jesus, tell me where's the sin now? Having no place to go. That Ubozi River is deep and wide, and I can't swim and I can't fight. Can you walk me on over to the other side? Jesus, do your stuff. Well, Jesus, you got some pretty words, but you don't understand the way things work. Turn the other cheek, you get hit twice. You're gonna do unto others, better do it right. I got rode one night out on River Street. I lost my coat and my shoes and my 2 front teeth. the face, and I was looking at a sign said, Jesus saves, Jesus do your stuff. Yeah, Jesus, it means some to benches. Jesus took 29 stitches. Jesus, tell me where the sin is, having no place to go. And the Boise River is deep and wide, and I can't swim and I can't fight. Can you walk me on over to the other side? Jesus, oh Jesus, won't you do your
Thomas Wade for you right there. All right, and I had the pleasure of talking with Thomas about, he lost his voice. I don't know if you realize that, but Thomas lost his voice, almost ended his singing career. Now, Thomas, he's written songs for Celine Dion. He's been on stages since he was 4 years old. So you can imagine what happens when you lost your voice. And I want to share a little piece of a interview I did with him.
In Saskatchewan and doing a show, and all of a sudden my voice it didn't work. I had this sound come out of my throat that I could not control and I couldn't explain. So that really sucked because I had 4 more shows to go. So I did that, and I was terrified. You know, I can't even tell you how terrified I was. And I came home and started going around to doctors trying to find out what was wrong, and nobody could tell me anything. So basically, after another year of trying, I had to retire as a singer. Yep. And then I started working, producing other people and promoting other acts and that kind of thing. And then by 2004, I was producing other people, but I was starting to notice certain vowels were really hard to say. Yep. I couldn't understand that. It was really strange. And by 2005, I could barely speak. Wow. And in 2006, I was finally diagnosed with something called oromandibular dystonia.
I'm glad you said that and I didn't. I couldn't say that twice.
Yeah, well, just imagine me trying to say it. Yeah.
Yeah. I might be the one with the speech impediment after I try saying that word. I don't know if I did.
Yeah. Well, it was like, why didn't they just call it she sells seashells? Like
That's right.
So anyway, I was diagnosed on my birthday, 2006. And then, I recall them giving me the moniker, and it's like, okay, I don't really care about that. Yeah. Now what? And there is no now what. It was incurable. So I spent the next bunch of years like that. By 2009, I went through a period of 2007 where it kind of had the upswing a little bit. Felt like it wasn't as bad. Yep. But then by 2008, 2009, I could barely start a sentence. Right. So, and around that time, I happened to be listening to the CBC, and I heard about neuroplasticity and about experiments and research being done in which they were healing stroke victims. Okay. And I thought, all right, I don't care what anybody says. if you can heal a stroke victim, I can heal.
Right.
So I went out and I learned everything I could, and I started sort of MacGyvering my brain, really, and rebuilding myself. And partway through the process, I got my voice and my speech back, and that in itself has been a really long process. I'd like to say that, if you happen to be in a wheelchair for 10 years, you're not going to pop out of that chair and do Swan Lake. It's not going to happen, right? If you can walk to the front door, you're doing well. And for a long time, that's what my voice was like.
Right.
Until 2005-ish, 2015-ish, 2016-ish, I recorded a new album, which said, okay, I'll call myself a singer now.
All right, that's Mr. Thomas Wade. If you want to check out, he's written a book about his whole. I've known Thomas for over 30 years, I think. He's been around for a long time. But he was with Thomas Wade and Wayward back in the day. And if you want to check out his book, he's got a book called Singing in My Sleep, which is a great book that, if you want, you can go to Lead Pedal Media and you can actually buy this book. You can get off Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, just to be totally clear, but you can go and click the link. So if you go to Lead Pedal Media, I'll put it in the links for you if you want to go and get his book and read his whole story. Quite interesting, quite dramatic for any artist to come back from something like that. And I mean, he's been singing his whole life. It's not like he was a truck driver. He's been singing his whole life, so it's pretty cool. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play another song, and then when we come back, we'll do the trivia catch-up for you, and we'll get into the Rockstalgia announcements, and then after that, we got Featured Truck. This next song is by our friend, Mr. Michael Bate. Now, Michael was our new preferred artist. So every month, we're putting on a preferred artist. We had 12 at the end of 2025. 2025. How many years is that? And we are trying to get to 24. So I'm going to put one on a month. So Michael was our first one that was on for January. At the end of this show, we're going to announce who it is for February. This is his latest song called Broken.
Picture hangs in perfect view. It shows me standing right beside you. The edge is faded and the face is worn. My love is jaded and my heart is torn. Which words were spoken to find me broken? Which words were spoken to find me broken? Symphony in minor notes. I can't remember all the lines that I wrote. The music lives inside my head. The lyrics fueled with all the things that I've said. Which words were spoken to find me broken? Which words were spoken to find me broken?
right. Let's get into our trivia. That's Michael Bate with Broken. That's a great song. Michael's got a ton of great songs. You're going to hear about him. All right, let's get into this. Let's see how you guys did, all right? Let's see. Where are we here with my questions? Probably need to do that first. So our first question was, this person is a star on late night TV. Now, there's a lot of stars on late night TV, so you could have had anything. Let's see. We've got some people over here. Binks forgot we were on, but thanks, Wayne, for coming in. Let's see. We have we have some good ones here. We have Jimmy Kimmel. We have Fallon. We have Seinfeld. Oh, maybe I've gone too far here. Hey, Go Beavers is on with us too. How we doing? All right, so here, I'll just give you the answers because there's too many to. Our first one here that I was looking for was Jon Stewart. All right, so Jon Stewart is who I was looking for question 1. If you got that, you're doing right. All right, let's see. So that was our first one here. The next one I had was who wore a woman's outfit. This is so easy if you had been here for sure, but I think we all know this was Robin Williams is the one that we did for that one. I think that's very cool. Now this guy actually just won an award for his late night show. I think he won an award for his late night show. And you may or may not follow him. He's been in the news as of late. And I know you're probably thinking of Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, but I was thinking of Mr. Stephen Colbert is who this is. That's who we were looking for. That's the answer I was looking for. I don't know what answer you were looking for. That's the answer I was looking for sure. Oh, and then we said, who has a show about nothing? I bet you French Bread got this because we were watching this show the other day and I said, the whole show is about nothing. That's what it's about. Anyway, yeah, we were looking for Jerry Seinfeld on that one. That was who I was looking for that. And our last question, do we have a last? Oh, yeah, we had one more question here. I don't get any respect. You remember this? This was one of my favorite. He put on so many great shows about it being a rich parent who wanted to go to university, I think. Anyway, we were looking for Rodney Dangerfield. So if you got any of these, I know French Bread got Roger Dangerfield. Let's see, French Bread also got Robin Williams. Binks got Dangerfield as well. Let's see, Miss Doubtfire, Cindy got that one for sure. And French Bread had Seinfeld, and Go Beavers had Dangerfield. So yeah, the good ones. You guys did awesome. Awesome there. All right, let's get into our Rockstalgia event calendar. Here's what's coming up. Rockstalgia is an event out in the Bowmanville area. It's a rock festival, and they're putting it on this year for sure. It's going to be on July 11th and 12th in the Orono area, which is out by Bowmanville. So they're sponsoring our events for today. We only have a couple events on. First of all, Rockstalgia's having I guess like an indie concert night. I should pull this up because gonna get it wrong, which I always do anyway. So what's the difference tonight, Bruce? Why should this be any different? It's because, you know, Bruce tries to be prepared, but it never works the way it's supposed to. All right, so because I'm going to get this wrong, I better go into this events here. Oh, they're also looking for photographers is another thing for their rock festival. If you're a photographer or know somebody, they're looking for that as well. But let's see, they're doing their band challenge for the main stage, which is happening. The next challenge is February 22nd, 2026. So if you are a rock-based, it's classic rock festival. So if you do that kind of music, they're interested in talking with you. Go to rockstalgia.com is where you can learn all about that. Their main stage festival is what they're looking for. And let's see, I've got another one here. If you're getting into our friend the Thompsons, they're doing their tribute in Fergus. So if you are a Willie Nelson fan, you might want to check that out. It's a Willie Nelson. It's called On the Road Again. Go check that out. Go to the Thompson Band. They're on Facebook. You can just get them there. And I think that's all I've got in my, February 8th. February 8th, Rockstar. Forget that one. That one's already gone. Yeah, Thompson's. All right, so that's all we got. Okay, very cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a song by our new artist of the month, and then I'm going to come back and share with you who that is, and then we've got our feature truck to get to. Lots of stuff still to come on the show, so stay with us. Hope you're enjoying it.
Station. I love you guys.
Turn your radios up.
All right, so our new artist, you may have already seen her name go up. That was Marie Norris. So she's the one who did this song called Perfume and Diesel. This is one of her songs as well, new to old school. So Marie was actually on our In the Studio show, I think about a year and a half ago. And we did an interview, and she had some new music coming out. So she's actually a truck driver in the States as well. She actually plays on a lot of, you'll see her if you follow any of the shows down in the States for trucks. She plays a lot of the truck shows down there. A lot of her songs are about the trucking industry, and as you can see, now that came in through Caden Gordon, who's a promoter in the States. He sent me her music years ago, and when we announced our preferred artist program over the last little while that we were expanding it, she was the first one to send in a whole biopsy on what she does, and not a biopsy, that sounds wrong, a whole profile. She wanted to be part of it, and she filled out the form and all that. So congratulations, Marie, you are our next preferred artist on the show. That song she just did called Perfume and Diesel is so much fun. People think it's because she's a woman and it's perfume and diesel, but it actually is a song about her spilling fuel on herself when she was fueling her truck. That's the idea behind that. So congratulations to Marie Norris. She's our next preferred artist. I will be reaching out to Marie to see if she wants to come back on the show and do a fresh interview, because the one that we did before was probably not the best. She had some internet problems. She was not trucking, but she was on the road somewhere when we did that. So hopefully we'll get into that. All right, let's get into our, I guess we're going to do our featured, I'm going to do a featured truck of the week, I guess is what it is. And this one comes to us from, who does this? Oh, wait, I got to tell you about Truck World before I go. If you want to be at Truck World, April 16th to 18th, I meant to mention this in our events calendar. We're going to be hosting a thing called The Garage, which is kind of a indoor shop, I guess is the best way to say it for a lot of people. So if you want free tickets, and if you're a fan club member in our fan club, just click on the link that I put in there. I'm going to put another one because I think they changed the code, but the code is lead pedal. So when you go to the forum, it's going to say you want how many people are going to go in, you register or whatever, and you put in lead pedal and you're going to get free tickets. So the show, it costs, I think, $20 a day to go in. I don't know anybody that's paid because everybody gives away free tickets. So if you want free tickets and you're one of our fan club members, go in there, click the link. I think I pinned it to the top of the fan club, and then put in lead pedal and you can get it there for sure. All right, so let's find out who we've got for our, where did this go? Holy smokes. Okay, so our feature truck of the week is this very cool Peterbilt. So this red Peterbilt, and it's called a Red Velvet is the name of this Peterbilt, which is very cool. So this one is by Joseph Transport. Joseph Transport's been a great, they're just a great supporter of the show. Many of our fan club members are with Joseph. This is a Peterbilt. They've called it Red Velvet. It was their 50th anniversary Peterbilt. At the Joseph show this year, they previewed it. My friend Naz Muhammad is the one that drives this, and he's one of the coolest cats going, and he's all over the place. Takes super good care of this. So Joseph, if I'm sure you've seen their fleet. If you've seen any of the pictures from our truck show, they have an amazing fleet, and that's now added on to it. The owner is amazing. The whole team is amazing. So welcome to the featured truck of the, I think this isn't the first Joseph truck we've done. First one for this year, but not the first one that we've done. So anyway, that's the way we're going to do that. So that is our feature truck for this week. Next week, what I'm going to do is all the ones we had in January, I'm going to bring them on the show, and you guys are going to start voting on them. I'll share it how that works with you for sure. All right, so let's go out here with another one by, I think I'll play another one by Marie. I like this one here. It's called New to Old School, which I think is good, and that'll take us almost to the end of the show. So thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it, and let me know what I can do to improve. I'm sure there's lots. Like, there's a long list.
If you never sipped a Coke from a cold glass bottle, drank water from a garden hose. If you're an addict for AM static, craving giving that country go. If you never, ever wrote a love letter or used a phone with a dial, let me say a little personal touch never goes out of style. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. My truck's got cranked down windows, AC, 'cause I'm into stuff that works. And I still bring my old King James with me to church. My favorite kind of pie is moon, my favorite sound is twang. Even though we're worlds apart, it's okay, we can hang. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. Boys turn into their daddies, girls turn into their mothers. Won't be long till you'll be saying age is just a number. I might not play as fast as you, but I'm still having a ball. You just need some time to catch up to me, that's all. Let me bring you up to speed on cool. I can tell you're new to old school. You're new to old school.
That's Mary Norris for you right there. New to old school for sure. Hey, here's what Kevin won. Remember we did our fan club draw? First draw for 2026. Here's what Kevin picked. So he wanted a truck caricature done by yours truly. We were giving away either that or Rockstalgia tickets. He chose the caricature. So, of course, Kevin is with the Great Canadian Truck Show. He's the organizer there. So, welcome, Kevin. So that's what one of the draw prizes might look like. So we'll be doing another one later on in the month of February, just to let you know. And we're going to go on out. Thanks very much for listening. We're going to go out with one by our friend, Mr. Thomas Wade. 7 years on. This is off his very first album. This is old school. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the show. Let me know what I can do better. I'm always trying. If you want to be a guest on the show, reach out to me. And here we go. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Be good out there.
Still sleep in the same bed. But not tangled up in each other's arms like they used to be on those legendary nights. Now they're wrapped up in their daily lives and unraveling like a fine old tapestry. They still walk along side by side. And everything seems alright until their fingers brush. They remember they're not holding hands. When they let go, grew so out of touch. This is a life
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.